Hello, and welcome. Welcome, one, welcome all. So happy to have you guys here with us. All right, so we're just waiting for you to come on in. All right, so as you come in, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button so that we can continue to grow stronger together. So, the big question is, when will the Prime Minister call the elections in Jamaica? Will it be a September school bus election? All right, so we want to hear from you. So we're definitely going to open the phone line. And I just want to let you know that this is a platform where we value respect. So it's a safe space where we share and learn from each other. We do that to ensure, that this community is safe where you can share your views. It doesn't matter if you're JLP, PNP, or no P. We want to hear from you. We don't bash, so we don't disrespect or belittle anyone. We keep it real and respectful. All right, so just to let you know that. So, again, welcome one, welcome all. So happy to have you guys here with us. Please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and again, let us just get this conversation going. All right, I am going to put that WhatsApp number in the chat. You can also comment in the chat. We would love to hear from you. As long as you're calling in, keep it real and respectful. That is all we ask of you. All right, I'm just trying to set up something here in the live chat. We are kindly asking you to for your support. We ask that you continue to support us so that we can continue to grow stronger together. All right? So, again, welcome one, welcome all. So happy to have you guys here with us. Let us just continue to grow stronger together. All right, so I'm just going to try to get that WhatsApp number now in the chat. And please, would love to acknowledge some top fans for this conversation as well. So let's get the interactions going in the chat. If you're here, comment. Let me know where you're tuning from. I would definitely love to hear from you guys. So, again, welcome one, welcome all. Let me know where you're tuned in from, and we want to have you as part of this live conversation. All right, we have a goal there in the chat as well. Would love for you to support that goal if you can. But the easiest ways to support us is by hitting the like button, the shared button, and the subscription button, and let us continue to grow stronger together. Now, everyone has been anticipating, the elections. Everyone is just waiting for this election. So, people have been asking me, when do you believe the Prime Minister is going to call the elections? And I have done a prediction some time ago, and I think right now I would believe that has passed. And even if it has not yet passed the time that I predicted, based on the fact that it's not yet called, it means that my prediction would be, I guess, off. All right, no more relevant. So the question is, what is the Prime Minister waiting on to call this election? Guys, the WhatsApp number is in the chat, so it's pinned to the top of the chat. So you can give me a call. I really want to hear from you. Once you're calling, turn down your YouTube feed and keep the conversation respectful. We are not here to disrespect Mr. Golding. We're not here to disrespect Mr. Wholeness, and we're not here to transmit anything that is going to put a negative light on this platform. So we just keep it real and respectful on, for each side. And in general, this is the norm, the culture of this platform. So welcome if you're just tuning in. I see that we have a few people here. Don't be afraid to comment in the chat. We would really love to hear from you. So just ensure that, you do that, because that's how we keep the interactions going. All right, so again, welcome, welcome. If you're wondering what is this place about, well, we're here. We love to hear its voices in education. We love to hear your voice. So it's not just my voice, or if you're new, of his voice, but we like to hear from people because it's important to get, perspectives. And that is also important where we can also learn from each other. All right. So once we're here and we're sharing, we can definitely learn from each other. So, again, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we would love to hear from you. All right. So, again, the big question is, when do you believe the Prime Minister will call the elections? Is it a school bus election? We want to hear from you. Is it a September school bus elections? Because we recognize, that a lot of focus is on getting the school bus to roll out. All right. And so for September morning. So we want to hear from you. What are your views? What do you believe is preventing the governing party from calling the elections? Do you believe that the People's National Party, are they ready? In the context of, if the when the election is called, are they ready to, to take back some seats? We want to hear from you. All right, we definitely want to hear from you. So again, welcome one, welcome all. So happy to have you here with us. If this is your first time here, let me know in the chat. Would love to give you a big Voices in Education welcome. All right. So please, let me know in the chat. Would love to give you a big Voices in Education welcome. So let's see who is here. I know we have some persons here and we want to hear from you. So give us a call, give us a call, give us a call. So we know that this election, I believe, it's constitutionally due in September. So anything beyond that, I suspect, is going to be problematic. I believe there are ways to extend, but I would not encourage that, and I would not be comfortable with that. So just do it within the regular time frame. What I have been saying to my co-host, I said, once we see another mass meeting from the JLP, all right, I suspect that's when the elections will be called, right? So anytime now, I am really expecting to see a big meeting from the JLP, and at that big meeting, I am expecting that the elections will be called. So we want to hear from you. What are your views in the context of, when these elections will be called? Why do you believe the elections are not yet called? So we want to hear from you. So who is going to be our first caller? Come on, call and let us talk. Would definitely like to hear from you. So again, welcome if you're just tuning in. So we are asking the question, if you believe this is going to be a September school bus election, based on the emphasis that is being placed on ensuring that, the school buses are up and running. No, there are, arguments for and against the school buses, and I can definitely understand. But I appreciate the fact that Jamaica is going to have a system not just in the corporate area but in rural areas as well, where students can benefit from this program, the subsidized, bus fare. I like that. I like that. Now, as you would have seen from the opposition, they have been talking about the fact that these buses are old, and it's pretty much what North America has rejected, that the government is taking and sending on the roads in Jamaica. and they may not be fit for Jamaican conditions. There were also arguments that, some of these buses, they have gone through so much snow in the context of that kind of weather systems in some parts of North America, and the integrity of the buses in terms of the quality, the strength, the durability for the Jamaican road network may not necessarily be ideal. But the government is pretty much saying that they have done the necessary checks, they have done the necessary work to ensure that the buses are pretty much, Jamaican road worthy, that they are safe to transport our children. All right, so we want to hear from you in that context too. How do you feel? I've read some articles from at least two, I believe, survivors from, I believe it was Portland, where for example, one of the articles, one of the parent said they were much appreciative of the buses now, and was pretty much sharing that if perhaps, a school bus system was in place, then, two students would not have lost their lives. And I believe her son has now been was left blind, right, and is unable to walk, right, from that accident. So that too is something that, that family is looking at in that context, in terms of safety, and in terms of, I expect that the buses should not be speeding. Well, no transportation system or buses, they should not be speeding. And so they from that perspective, the parent was appreciative in that context, to say that there is at least something in place. So, again, on that note, we would love to hear from you. What are your views? Do you feel that this is what the elections, well, perhaps not just this, but perhaps one of the main staples of the Jamaican, elections, the upcoming elections, because, September morning, students will be out on the yellow buses, going to and from school, and the government is ensuring that these buses are up and ready. I have also read and heard about plans to expand the transportation network from Kingston into other parts of Jamaica. So I believe there will be one from like a JUTC bus from Kingston all the way to, I believe, Montego Bay, and, different, I guess, a few other areas. So we want to hear from you in the context of not just the school bus system, but the country's, transportation system in general. What are your views? Will this impact the general elections? How will it impact the elections for the Jamaica Labour Party and for the People's National Party? Because, as I shared earlier, the People's National Party, they are sharing that, the buses, they are not ready. They are not ready. They're not ready for the road. And on the other side, the Jamaica Labour Party, that is the governing party, they are pretty much sharing that, they are ensuring that these buses are safe and they are road worthy, and for kids to be transported to and from school. So I would love to hear from you in the chat. So you can leave your comments in the chat as well. All right. And also, you can give me a call right now if you're here. And I see that we have a few people still here with us. So I would love to hear from you. So this is pretty much a quick check in just to hear your views on this one. All right, so when do you believe the Prime Minister will call the general elections? And will it be, just will it be, as September school bus elections. So we are just dubbing it that way, as September school bus election. All right, so we want to hear from you in that context. So again, you can leave your comments in the chat. All right, so let me just check. I am not seeing any new comments in the chat. I'm just going to refresh my page here. And if not, I am just going to wrap this one up. You can always leave your comments. We will definitely check them. And we can always, come back live for another session. But again, we want to hear from you guys. Will this be a September school bus election? Leave your comments in the chat. All right, I am not seeing any comments in the chat at this point. So if you're here and you have been tuning in, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you being listening, being a silent supporter. Consider hitting that subscription button. Yes, give us a like. Turn on your post notification bell so that you do not miss any updates from this channel. All right, so again, thank you so much for tuning in. Blessings and love, and I will see you in the next live. Bye for now.